Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have PG Persson, CEO of Platzer Fastigheter, a recipient of the Nasdaq Green Equity Designation, which supports equity issuers on Nasdaq European markets with their green business models and strategies. The aim of the Nasdaq Green designations is to enable increased visibility and transparency for companies toward investors looking for sustainable investments. PG, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much.
Could you tell us about your business and what kind of sustainability targets you have set?
The business is commercial real estate, so we are working with business to business with business to business clients, and we have around 1,830,000 square meters in the Gothenburg area in Sweden, and around 500,000 is office buildings, and 330,000 is industrial and logistic buildings. And our sustainability targets are both long-term and short-term. You're almost usually a yearly target. So we aim for, the long-term sustainability targets are KPIs like carbon or climate neutrality, quality KPIs, and also long-term profitability. So in all three dimensions of the sustainability, both economic, environmental, and social. And the yearly targets are almost always the same, but of course not as high or a level of it. And we're trying to improve ourselves every year.
Platzer's shares were included in the EPRA index, which is a leading global listed real estate index. And you were one of the very first companies to receive the Nasdaq Green Equity Designation last June and have showed the way for others to follow. Why is it important for companies to signal their green business strategies towards the investment community?
For us, creating a sustainable value is what our business is all about. We don't have any exit strategy for the company, and thus sustainability comes with growing, and growth is a very important thing for the company to grow and do it in a sustainable way. So
and with the increased focus on ESG, there's a lot of talk about greenwashing. How do you see that getting external reviewer statements help companies to tackle that problem, and does it help to get an external review for transparency?
Yes, of course. It's always easier to be trustworthy if an independent part says the same thing as your own company. So of course, you can, with all the greenwashing out there, it's always easier to have someone independent saying the same things that you are in the communicating in the company.
And PG, you are far above the threshold of more than 50% of your company's investments being allocated to activities considered green. How do you motivate your company to strive further with your green business strategies?
It's really easy because it's part of the natural part of everybody's everyday work. So we're always trying to improve. We're trying to be on the top of the list of companies that are doing the sustainability work. And we are not there until we are fully climate neutral, and that's something that we are. That's a great challenge in scope 3 for, I think, all of us. We have been climate neutral in scope 1 and 2 since 2011. So there's a lot of challenges ahead, and we are only 91 employees in the company, and we are all in the same region, so it's easy to communicate with each other and strive forward for everybody.
Okay, PG, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.